They feel like half the time they don't know WTF is going on? The entire time. Actually. The other half. I got no clue. Conscious ignorance is better than unconscious ignorance, not a dig. Most of us are in the unconscious ignorance phase most of the time. Winging shit is the first step to success. Half the time I don't know what I'm talking about. And what's worse is I don't know which half. Welcome to adulting. Only half is pretty good. You probably are doing shit wrong sometimes and there ain't one fucking thing wrong with that. I ask myself several times a day. Wait, what am I doing? So, yay. Yeah, I'm just like here. Like what? Yup, all the time. Any chance you have ADHD or a similar disorder? Yes. Quite often. When I'm high lol. Life didn't come with a book of instructions. So it's not our fault we don't know what the fuck's going on lol. I feel like you might need to work on your self-confidence. I used to think confidence meant being confident. But go a little deeper, it's more about believing that you are capable of more than you might think you are. If you are able, you're capable. And because you're capable, you can be confident in yourself. Be nice to yourself. How do you feel when another guy checks out your girl? Depends on the context and severity. Obviously looking at someone for a second or two is normal, and as a guy I know it's not exactly even fully conscious, and obviously it's not something to start an altercation over. But there is a border where it begins getting creepy, which can be a problem. Perfectly normal, I'm dating them because I find them attractive, so expect other guys would too. It becomes an issue when they do it so blatantly that she's uncomfortable / she makes it clear she's not interested and they don't take the message. Like for example, guy glances at your girl's ass in the gym? Fair. She's in tight AF yoga pants and looks great, you expect people to notice and steal a quick look. Guy sits directly behind her staring the whole time? Gonna be an issue. Basically it's only an issue when you're a creep about it. I don't think much of it, and honestly I just kind of chuckle to myself. I know she's good looking and I know people are gonna look. I don't go looking for reasons to fight. So if you look and it's not more than that, it's not going to be an issue. Going out with my ex-wife was the worst. She was very traditionally white woman, attractive. Blonde hair. Blue eyes. Outgoing, always dressed well, etc. People were always approaching her. I got pretty used to it after a while, and I think it stuck with me all these years later. I don't care. Men look at women. Women look at men. I look at those $15 artisan cookies in the shop window and think, damn. I bet that tastes good, but I'm committed to the groceries back at home. So I go home and eat them. But in all seriousness, jealousy isn't cute, and it isn't a measure of how much someone cares. If someone can take my partner, then they can have him. They would be doing me a favor, because a ride or die partner will come home to me and only me every time. That's what I want, and that's all I'll settle for. What do you think of quitting job for mental health / happiness? If you can identify that your job is the source of your stress / unhappiness and you can support yourself on savings long enough to get a new one, it's a great idea. People kind of have a set point for happiness that they will revert back to without a lot of work on themselves, and sometimes they think I would be happy if only X would happen, which is not true. But if a repeated source of stress is something in your job that is specific to that job or field, then that's a good cue that quitting would help your mental health. I left a job where I really enjoyed the work. But it also came with a very high level of stress and work hours. I took a $25,000 pay cut, which really sucked at the time. But it improved my life drastically. I can sleep through the night. I no longer feel run down and sick all the time. I can actually enjoy my weekends and weeknights. I can spend time with family and friends and be 100% present instead of worrying about work constantly or getting work phone calls. I really believe if I had stayed in that job, I would have ended up not being able to work eventually because of the negative effects that the stress was having on my body. I've done it. I loved my old job. I loved my team. And by all accounts I was being positioned for substantial advancement. But the environment was toxic and all these wonderful people that worked there were miserable. And they all came to me when they needed to talk. And I did my substantial workload and then pulled a second shift trying to provide support. I felt like I was basically lighting myself on fire to keep people warm. And I couldn't do that anymore. I left. And I have a new role now. That was a whole thing in itself, and even though it's different and weird in its own way, the difference in my workload and my mental health is night and day. Happy birthday, Ask Reddit. I remember the Ask Reddit TikTok videos and they got me back into Reddit. First time I tried Reddit I didn't really know how it worked, but with information from internet, and me who put more effort in finding out, I got back into it and is now my favorite social media. Happy birthday. One of my favorite Ask Reddit moments that I was involved in was, what will it take to make malls in America cool again? https://www. reddit.com/r/askreddit/comment/p90chd/what_will_make_malls_and_America_cool/. This had lots of thoughtful and heartwarming answers. And is one of the few times a comment of mine went viral that I felt actually deserved all the karma. My favorite part is every once in a while the community is for NSFL and NSFW tags to be separated, and I laugh since it has been asked since year one. We know it can be done. But only people using Reddit want it, but no one wants it inside of Reddit company. Good times. Happy birthday, it's your birthday, Grandmaster Jam Session, Thor Ragnarok soundtrack, YouTube https://www. YouTube.com/watch. V equals 8ZGZ2XBRVVQ. Semicolon hashtag X200B. Greater than. We invite you to use this post to share some of your favorite Ask Reddit moments from the past 15 years. Way back in 2020. When asked what we can do that most people cannot, I said that I had double jointed arms and that I can scratch any inch of my back with either arm. Somebody replied stating that they would murder their firstborn for that ability. Ha ha ha. That was funny.